You're coming up on the solstice. I'm feeling like pulling some cards for the collective. Hold on one moment here. Looks like I need to plug in.
Let's walk again.
All right. So pull some cards in regards to this solstice vibe. Let's see what we got. All right, the situation here with the solstice energy. What about for the collective? What is the thing that's being worked through? King of Pentacles. And I almost say I want it to come reverse. So there's something about this ability to care for house and home, to be the King of Pentacles that's coming in with this solstice. So how does it look like for you to be masterful over your physical reality as King of Pentacles is? So that's the situation that we're each being faced with, is stepping into the role of master of your physical reality, not just in the etheric, not in the idea realm, not as a concept or a hopeful thing, but actually knowing that is what's up. That is what's up on the table. So what is the biggest challenge to that? Oh, Four of Cups. Four of Cups is sort of like stuck in contemplation mode, like stuck in pondering what could be more fulfilling. So that's the stuckness. The situation being reversed, King of Pentacles, can also be like, where are you being asked to be masterful in your physical reality that you're resisting, or you're not living up to it, or you're not fully doing it because you're too busy contemplating a better reality, or contemplating something which might make you feel even more fulfilled. So that's the challenger. Let's see what the universe has coming in. Oh, we got a couple cards fell out. King of Swords and reverse Nine of Swords. So this is a message the universe is saying it's time to become masterful over your thoughts. Swords are the belief structures. They are thoughts. They are air element, our consciousness. So King, once again, the kings are coming up. So I'm also feeling like the stepping up of the masculine, the divine masculine, the strong masculine, which, whew, like so much stuff is going on in my throat when I say that. Like, please, thank you to the masculine for that. But what's coming in, this is not in the reverse, okay? If it were in the reverse, this would be tyrannical forces incoming. This is righteous leadership. This is mastery and clarity in beliefs and actions. And it's over the top of Nine of Swords. So Nine of Swords would be a time of great mental anxieties, depression, insomnia, like negative thought patterns, but upside down and with the king on top of it. This is coming to an end because of this masterful energy, a higher belief, one that is in alignment with truth. This is also the Truth card. Truth is coming in that will alleviate all this, put it to rest. So this is where it's also like, are you taking care of your house and home, or are you just dreaming right now with the Four of Cups? So let's look at where we stand. So if that's the energy coming in and presenting in the universe, where are we standing? So Two of Rods. Two of Rods is you're standing looking out over to a new horizon. There's a new vision that's not any longer just up in your head, as Four of Cups might suggest, like a dreaminess. This is like looking ahead at the opportunity, and he's turned in the direction of, he's got his wands in hand. He's ready to take this inspiration and move. Or she is. We are. Humanity is. Humanity sees that there's something new on the horizon, and we want to take action toward this. We want to use this inspiration to move us forward. So let's look at how that moves forward over this holiday season, especially starting with the Solstice portal. Our energy is coming in the Solstice portal that helps us to move forward on this new vision. Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. This actually makes me really excited. Look at the hand coming out of the clouds holding the pentacle, which is a coin in this card, but it also represents physical reality. So this is literally like God handing you a new reality. Like, here you go. It's fully made. So that is the opportunity that's coming in, is this new physical reality, some new physical thing, brand new. Ace is the beginning. So this is coming through. That's what's, aligned with this solstice energy, is this new reality. So where does this go then? Three of Pentacles. So we skipped over the two where we had to find balance, because we are in, this is also a unity card, the Ace, the one, into teamwork. This is collaboration. This is cooperation. This is community. This is teamwork, harmony. So this new energy we're looking toward is working together in a new reality. And many of us see that, and we're already starting to work toward that and put our attention there. And we realize it's really the only way to go forward, healthy, and in our love and right minds, and to be like conscious about living, right? That's really the only way we can go forward, is to create new collaborations and new harmonious ventures, which are good for each other and good for the planet's evolution, right? So this next card is, what are we to do next? What is our action over the solstice, this next couple of days? What is our action to prepare for this energy? What can we do? Ooh. This brings up some emotion for me. So in following the seasons for many years, and my birthday is on the winter solstice, which is the death gate. It is the final death gate. The first one began at Samhain, at the All Souls Day. But now we hit the winter solstice, the darkest, longest night. And it literally is the death, the death in this cycle. But after which, life comes again, spring comes again, right? Then we go to balance with the equinox, and then we go to the fulcrum again at the summer solstice. But winter solstice, if you're here with me in the northern hemisphere, is the death. Now, if you're at the summer solstice, you're experiencing a different, but also a death that comes when you're folding back toward the darkness again. But wow, what an instruction in the action card. Like, what can I do to prepare for this? Well, you can let yourself die. Not physically, necessarily. It's not always what this card means. In fact, it usually does not mean that. But it means die to the old way. Shed, transform, allow a laying down of the reality that preceded this, our old reality. The one that we knew most clearly prior March 2020. Which felt comfortable, even though we knew some things were wrong, like, we were kind of in a world groove. Well, we've literally gone through almost 2 years of a very strong purge, a jogging, a shedding, a ripping away, a deep soul journey. And now we are coming to this final stage, which is the death. And death is always the precursor to rebirth, right? I just said that. In fact, it takes a death to happen for the new birth to occur. We cannot become anew if we have not fully released something. That's that void that we create. So I'm not telling anyone out there to go and take their life at all. Please do not misconstrue this. I don't believe that we have to shed these bodies in this new reality we're moving into. And that might sound fanciful to some of you, but I actually, death is an illusion, one that we get to learn to conquer in this new unity field should we choose to. But we get to learn to have many small deaths without dying. And that's known in many old cultures, the life, death, life, nature. That we have sort of stalled death and tried to hide from death by staying to a same status quo reality and avoiding the big bumps as much as we can. In an elevated life, a conscious life, where we are more attuned with our divine nature and living as gods and goddesses on planet Earth, which I believe is our full potential to do that. We have an opportunity to step into those skins. But that means we have to allow for, just like our cells allow for death processes within, to shed old cells, to reconstruct the body, and that our body's actually designed to self-regenerate and self-rejuvenate. But it is only the clinging to the old that causes disease and decay and destruction, because we're trying and we're gripping so hard to not let something die when it needs to, when it's got an ending. And right now our reality is ending. The old reality is ending. The book has been closed, like, thank you very much, and that's the way it went. And so ours is to not keep going and looking back at all the pages again, wondering about certain things, but to literally just honor and put that book down and do any sort of ceremony this weekend and over the solstice that feels good to you. I like to write, like when I go through a death phase process, which I've been through many. My life has afforded me many of these opportunities to learn this. But to literally like write yourself something you would, that someone would write at your funeral. With the intention of laying down the old self, the old previous you before this solstice, including all the life before the solstice, and to honor that you. And write the best things about that journey, what you would want to be remembered as the legacy of everything up to December 21st, 2021. And maybe wear black for the day, or however you would at a funeral of someone that you love very much. And you kind of wish they weren't gone. That's how we all kind of feel about our old selves right now in our old world. We're like, yeah, I don't really want it to be over, but it kind of needs to be in order for us all to grow, in order for something better to come about. Now, maybe we don't feel like that when a friend passes, but I know when one of my best girlfriends passed just prior to this, I just thought the world was a better place because of her. But I saw her work on the other side, the precursor to laying the groundwork for this next few years. And I just know she's an angel on the other side supporting this process. So we can learn to see the beauty in those passings, including for ourselves and for the former reality, that we can sort of have a love-hate relationship in a way where, like, I don't want it to go, I hate that it has to go, I'm clinging to it, I want it to come back, but I also know it can't. The old reality can't come back. We're evolving as a species, as a planet, as humanity. And so to really honor and allow for the death process that this winter solstice is, it's a super powerful conscious move for all of us to make in humanity, or as many of us that will. So what a powerful card. And I just want to ask about the environment around those of us watching this video, around us on the solstice. What's the environment to find ourselves in. Queen of Rods, so finding yourself around other confident, creative folks. Others who are strong in themselves. It's a really good time to be around other creative, conscious folks if you can. Even just one other one. Or to tune in and tap in with somebody who is. And I'm open to doing readings this weekend personally. I'll probably do a live on the 21st, but probably not readings. But if you're interested in readings today or tomorrow, to lead up to the solstice, to maybe find out what specifically that you need to let go of. I would love to hold a Queen of Rods space in your environment. But yeah, it's good to have others holding the frequency with us. So from this winter solstice, like the heart of humanity, I want to ask, what is the deepest heart's desire of this solstice that has a potential to come to be? Page of Pentacles reversed. This is worth. This is like self-worth in this position. Our greatest heart's desire is to know our worth and to feel worthy of this new reality, of this harmonious reality that we can foresee. Like, we want it. Do we feel worthy of it? Can we add ours to the pot of the energy that says, yes, absolutely, we're worthy of having a harmonious reality where we take care of each other and we are transparent with one another? That's what the solstice energy is offering. Hey, like, hey, this is a pivot point where those of you who feel worthy, like, turn up the notch and we can really know what it's like to create a reality where we are worth it. We see our worth. And then Page of Rods comes up on its heels as sort of the outcome, which is, so just like Ace of Rods, where you're looking out to a new creation and you have like a new something. Page is again a new energy, but it's a wiser new. It's like after all we've been through, there's an innocence that is returning, that is now wise and sees that there's a new place for us to go, just like Two of Rods. And we feel it bubbling up, and in the reverse position, it hasn't quite completely, haven't walked into it yet, but it's coming out of us. It's emanating from us. And I think that's the really big point to drive home with all of this, is to not wait around to see the reality. I mean, kind of, like, we're kind of waiting around for it because it is coming through us. But we're also not waiting around for it because it's coming through us. It's like we're the dimensional shift. We're the new reality, and the death of the old happens through us releasing our own past habits and negative mindsets and beliefs and self-sabotage and, victimization and, feeling unworthy. That's in each one of us. We all felt those things. We all have lied to ourselves. We've all deceived ourselves away from knowing how great and divine we are. We have been in the great deceit, if you will, of all of humanity and the entire Earth project that has been under the veil of illusion and forgetfulness, and actually was the purpose for us coming here, is to go through that and experience waking up through it. And so we feel it inside of us, and we know that it's coming forth. In fact, we can't even stop it now, is the reminder of this energy. We can't even stop it now. It is birthing through us. Your action is you're going through a death, but you don't even have to try. It is occurring. Just allow it to. Allow yourself to feel okay with that death process, to let it be as messy as you need it to be without hurting other people, like crying and just being your full raw self through that process. And I want to pull another card on top of Page of Rods. This new vision, this birthing of this new world that's within all of us. say more about that. Well, the Strength card is here, and also the figure 8 on top, which to me is really significant because we are moving. You could say time has been like going on a figure 8 loop, forward and back in ascension and descension cycles. And then at some point there are these windows that open where humanity has the opportunity to go through the eye, to go through the middle of the figure 8. And this is an exit, actually, from the ascension and descension cycles. It's an exit from the karmic wheel, and it only happens very rarely, according to many texts and ancient sages and peoples and so forth. And we are at this crux now. This energy now is this opening. It has been open since about 2005, but at specific planetary alignments, more and more of the people are attuning to it. I'm so glad you're here. So this solstice energy is saying, like, have strength, be strong. I know it's been a long haul. I know you've been going through a lot, but we're really at that place, that infinite crossroad, threshold, if you will, that is this new earth energy. And just step into your mastery. Step into the fullness of who you are in this reality. Let yourself be the king, queen self. You know, surround yourself with other like-minded, confident beings. Allow the shedding and co-create. Team up, because a new, clear, kind law is coming in. The beautiful belief structure that overcomes doubt and fear. The king returns to the throne. And this is also like the awareness within us that opens that clarity of mind in the third eye. This is Shiva. This is Christ consciousness. This is the good king, queen, the inner divine knowing in us that is incoming. So I love how the cards are like, just be strong. You can make it. Like, don't give up. You have the strength of a lion, you know, like, be with it. And also, she's so genteel in the picture. It's also like just this pureness. So that is such a beautiful, beautiful solstice read. If you were able to catch that. What a powerful and very clear message. So I just want to pull 2 stones that want to come in today. For the next few days, at the end of my 40-day vision quest, which I bugged out of doing this because I completely lost my voice for a few days. So I was like, well, there's that. But I feel the crystals, especially the Lemurian energy, which in Lemuria we've had very deep connection with the crystals, and that's coming back online. Each one of us are, you're probably feeling the attunement. Specific stones, Labradorite, the magic stone. This is actually the first stone I ever loved. That is the third eye, is this connection with our psychic abilities and our magical self that is coming back online. That is also in alignment with like the child self or the magician in the tarot, where we really truly know anything is possible. And this was stated in one of my sessions today, and I thought it was so beautiful and pertinent, is we've all been like hooked into an old reality, like tethers, like puppets, almost like, you know. And during this awakening process is like we get to see, oh my gosh, I'm a real girl or I'm a real boy. I really am in this body, and let me take off all the tetherings that were that reality, and now let me just really feel like the magic of this being. So Labradorite, if you don't have some, I recommend getting some from meadowscrystals.com. She's one of my best girlfriends, an amazing procurer of really high quality, fair trade crystals. Meadowscrystals.com. They have an incredible service and the highest quality products. And also peridot. Ooh, a beautiful crystal for this time of year. It encourages emotional healing, which is so important at this time. It's a green stone, so it's resonating with the heart chakra and helping to clear emotional blockages, old emotional patterns. And it's just a beautiful translucent, you know, if you get one, usually they're really, really tiny, or you can get one in a necklace or a bracelet. It really just helps to clear the emotional debris. It's like we're going through this tunnel and you need the magical eye so that you can like see your way through this dark haze. It's like the headlight, and this peridot is like the brushes that are coming in and scrubbing the debris on the wall in between. We're like in the pipeway, like from one reality to another, and it's like all cruddy from all this debris of time. And so this peridot is like this green light that comes through and just clears that stuff away, so we can clearly begin to see who we are, what we're doing, and to remember past lives or parallel lives, other timelines, because we need that data now. And it's all stored in you. It's all stored in your brain, the inactive parts of your brain and your DNA. So as you begin to work with that level of your being, and if you need assistance with that, that's something I work with people on, is activating your DNA, speaking to your DNA, accessing the deeper nature and the gifts within yourself, so you can begin to have a relationship with minerals, the mineral kingdom, all holding gifts for us, the animal kingdom, all holding awarenesses that are also ours, the plant kingdom as well. Let's pull one plant card. This is something our Lemurian selves know very well. If you have connection to Lemuria, the plants and the minerals and the animals, all these other realms, we know they carry some of the mysteries for us. Interesting card for the solstice. Get yourself a little cohosh. Actually, not a really great herb to eat, but it is a repellent. So it is a good plant to have around. Apparently, we need some repellent around this solstice to keep anyone that's not in that confident, helpful sphere away, so that we can truly shed and make it through the big energies. We don't want to have anyone that's, you know, like going to make that difficult. Usually you take cohosh as a woman when you want to like start your moon cycle and it's not starting, or you're trying to have a baby and the baby's not coming. Cohosh is something that stimulates that contraction to get things moving. So in a way, it like pushes and moves energy, right? So the totem property of cohosh is a repellent. So there's something we want to push and keep away as we're going through this passage. So we're just going to invoke a little bit of that magic into our family sphere as we send this energy and blessing out to all of humanity to hang in there and know that we are co-creating a new earth. Thank you for those people who are on the front lines of, you know, sacrifice in whatever form in order for humanity to go through this process. And there are many right now who are suffering, who are having very challenging times, who've lost loved ones. And I just want to take a moment to really like send love and connection to those people, and deep, deep gratitude from the all. Thank you so much for your deep feeling, for experiencing this cracking open, this rip. I'm so sorry it hurts. Some of us did the big hard cracking open years and years ago, and so unfortunately some people's cracking open, many are happening simultaneously at this time, so some more collective tragedies are happening that also helps raise the vibration of the planet when a lot of souls depart the earth at one time. So of course this is not my wish as a human, but acknowledging the sacredness of what some souls are choosing right now to co-create for the evolution of the entire planet is like a big thing. So I honor that. I honor every single one of those souls. They are family, they are strong, powerful. Even if they play what might be perceived as a weak or unconscious role, they are part of a bigger picture. So just wanted to make that known. And also honoring those who are holding the other side of the line, who are really, really standing strong to uphold freedoms of choice and sovereignty of soul and spirit, and really upholding the knowledge and wisdom that there's a better way. I want to honor each and every one of you doing that. Very taxing work sometimes. Some of us have been doing this for decades now, holding the truth. So thank you so much for joining on this pre-solstice reading. And you can check back in the next couple of days to see how things are going. But if you don't, in the meantime, just know we've got some beautiful new incoming. And to take care and honor that death process that is also occurring. Many blessings and much love to you this time. Namaste.